Sabatini is on the charge.
Kate Avery trying to cut her off.
This will be an amazing upset.
Nick Griggs stumbles on the icy ground here. He's weaving around. Wow, what a finish.
Really good running from Rosalia Taraga of Spain. She's really attacked this downslope. She's let rip. And it may be a winning gap. The Germans back in 4th place, but way back. I don't think they're going to be amongst the medals.
The effort going down the hill then from Rosalia Tarago. She's giving it absolutely everything. She's taking risks. She's putting her body on the line. Gaia Sabatini is lightning fast. If Gaia Sabatini can find some momentum and some good ground, she's got around about 40 or 50 metres of technical ground left to navigate. But here goes Gaia Sabatini. She is going to try and kick down Taraga of Spain. Gaia Sabatini is on the charge. This home straight has caused some drama already for Nick Griggs and Will Barnicott. What will happen in this mixed relay? Gaia Sabatini trying to overhaul Spain. Spain won this title back in 2018. Are they going to repeat? No, it is going to be her first gold medal for the host nation. Gaia Sabatini timing her effort perfectly to the line. Rosalia Taraga gave it absolutely everything, but Gaia Sabatini held her nerve. She was so uncomfortable up the hill, so uncomfortable down the hill, and just left a little bit in her legs for that final 100 metres. And that will have the crowds here in Piemonte La Mandria Park cheering.
Now Niels Laros is on the final run to the finish, only a couple 100 metres to run from here. It's downhill, as you can see there. He is using the best ground. He is taking that wider line to make sure all that calibre, all that power, all that speed can be put into the surface and returned. He checks behind him. Christensen is raising a kick. He is rising to the challenge here, but I don't think he's going to be able to outkick this man. There are not many athletes, or can he? He is drawing up towards Niels Laros. Does Laros have another gear? He's going to need it. Axel Van Christensen, this will be an amazing upset, and Axel Van Christensen has turned over the favourite. The Great Dane regains the title in Brussels.
Wow! That is one of the most spectacular cross-country finishes I've seen in many a year. Unbelievable.
You see it there, the replay. Laros saw him coming. That's not going to be an excuse. I think the legs were just gone and they'd been sapped. The damage he did early, he had put the sludge in Niels Laros's legs, and that's where it paid off.
So Griggs then back out into the sunlight, and he has the gap. He's got daylight between himself and Will Barnicott of Great Britain. That is a winning gap, gliding down the hill there so wonderfully. He dedicated his European junior title in 2021 to his older brother Josh, who'd been tragically killed in a road accident 1 month earlier. Well, I'm sure his brother is in his mind now for this Mid-Ulster athlete.
Probably around 200 metres to go. Nick Griggs looks over his shoulder, but he's a 3:42 man. He is a fast 1500 metre runner. Nick Griggs surely is going to have another gear left in this 100 metres. Will Barnicott is going to kick. He's going to give it absolutely everything. But could we see a sensational gold and bronze to Ireland? What a day that would be for the Irish team. What a start. Nick Griggs is kicking hard. Will Barnicott, you can see he's going to drive all the way to the line, but surely he's running out of ground. Nick Griggs stumbles on the icy ground here. He's weaving around. Will Barnicott in the last closing metres snatches the gold medal from Nick Griggs. Dean Casey, a brilliant bronze medal for Ireland, punches the air. Nick Griggs, hands in his head, sitting there to the side of the finish country.
I don't know if that was a combination of a slip and the legs giving way, or a twisted ankle, or what there from Nick Griggs. I thought he was a nailed-on winner with a couple of hundred to go, but all credit to Will Barnicott. Finished like an absolute bullet over the last 70 metres.
Another effort from Kate Avery. One last little look up this hill, and when they get up this little rise, that's pretty much it. And once more Gemma Steele responds. They'll come round the bend, and the finishing straight will loom ahead of them. They'll see the tents. They'll know that there's just a couple of 100 metres to go, and this time Kate Avery not able to elbow Gemma Steele out, but there once again she goes to the front. This is great from the two of them. Kate Avery digging deep and finding a little bit extra, and Gemma Steele struggling again in the latter stages, and Kate Avery opens up 2 meters, 3 meters. Gemma Steele though sprinting again. Kate Avery trying to cut her off and slipping and sliding. There's 150 less than that to go. Kate Avery slides, Gemma Steele alongside her, and it's going to be Gemma Steele wins the gold. Kate Avery takes the silver. What a race from these two. Well done, Gemma Steele, one better than last year. Britain 1 and 2. And goodness me, that was in doubt until the very, very last stride.
As Fogg comes in, he'll hand over to Malanga. She on the final leg. Fogg having done a great job on leg 3. Now, what is that gap? There's Malanga.
Well, look out too for the athletes closing from behind, as you say. It's mostly men on these final legs. You can see it is narrowing substantially now, that lead. And for the first time, Kaisa Malanga looks to be in deep distress. And it is a downhill run to the finish, and you have to watch your footing here. It's lumpy, it's uneven, there's dry patches, there's muddy patches. Kaisa Malanga has to focus like she's never focused before.
She's got a little distance to go just yet, not far. Is she going to hang on? The Brits played their race card on leg 3 with Adam Fogg opening up a massive gap for their quartet. But Malanga now surely is safe, or is she? You can't see the gap at the moment. She's breathing hard, and there is the battle behind as they've got a target now. It makes such a difference if you've got a visible target to chase, and they are coming back at her, closing with every stride. Malanga now, with how far to go, it'd be great to get some indication on the course side, as Malanga now is being chased down by the Dutchman, Bram Andreasen, and the Frenchman, Alexis Millet. Surely she can hang on, or can she? The crowd's roaring her on, a more difficult section here. The mud is deepest in this final section as Malanga, trying to hang on for Great Britain, takes the long line round the outside, and I'm not sure she's going to make it. Here they come. The Netherlands in second, France in third. The British played their ace card and has come unstuck in the final few metres. Malanga not with the strength here today. She's given absolutely everything, but you called it right, Carl, because Millet has produced the speed there for the French, and they will win the mixed relay here in Brussels. Brilliant running from Millet on the final leg there. Perfect judgment. Gold for France, silver for the Netherlands, and bronze for Great Britain. Malanga, there was nothing more she could do. She gave 101%. It created fascinating jeopardy over the final couple of minutes, but the French come out on top. And don't you know it from these pictures?
Because this is a real turn up for the books. The athlete from Luxembourg has timed this perfectly. This is late in the race, and he's made a fantastic move, and these three now pulling away to secure the medals, but I really can't call what order this is going to be in.
Who knows? They're running uphill to the final turn here. This is going to be one heck of a dust-up. Ruben Courrejon has timed it to perfection. He hits the front. He came from nowhere. It looks like he kept his powder dry for the perfect moment, because he has swept to the lead as they run into the final turn. Courrejon ahead of Hicks, ahead of McElhenney. Does McElhenney or Hicks, do they have one last effort in the tank? Courrejon has about a 2 metre advantage as he round the turn, but this is still all to play for. What does Hicks have left in those legs after his long NCAA season? What does McElhenney have left as the home crowd cheers him towards a medal? But Ruben Courrejon is gone for home, 150 to run. Hicks is still on him though, 2 metres behind. Courrejon digs deep into the locker. He's got about a metre, but here comes Hicks once again. Charles Hicks to the front, takes over from Courrejon. McElhenney looks like he's running down Courrejon for second, but Charles Hicks, after such a long season, the Great Britain looks to be on top again. McElhenney's trying to close him down, but he's not going to get there. NCAA stardom this year, and Charles Hicks is going to be the under-23 European cross-country champion. A great run from the Great Britain. Charles Hicks is king in Dublin.
Wow, what a finish. Hats off to Courrejon for having a go at that. He really asked questions. McElhenney and Hicks looked like they were having it all their own way, and they did have a little bit extra in that last 200.
Hi, I'm Nadia Batogritti. Sign up now to the European Athletics YouTube channel.